Also a native and resident of Brevard County. Gus, how long have you lived in Brevard County?
Off and on, Barbara, 31 years, and Brevard County is my home.
You were born here?
Yes, ma'am.
Where?
Rockledge, Florida. The reason Rockledge is because Cocoa did not have a hospital.
What do you like about Brevard County?
I like her natural beauty mixed with our civilization, the difference, the beach. But you got the beach area, you got the river, and you also got the wooded area. You can go hunting here. There's deer, there's all kind of wildlife, and it's all incorporated. It's beautiful.
If you could, understanding that you love it a lot, but if you could change something about Brevard County, what would it be?
I would add a little more culture, meaning, you know, a little more concert, incorporated arts such as opera, plays, more art festivals where artists come and exhibit their work, the whole works, theatrical, you know, maybe a sudden kind of Broadway, off-Broadway. That's all we need. Just incorporate the arts some more.
Gus, where do you think Brevard County is headed?
Really? I don't know, but according to where I feel and what I observe, you know, growth is great, but anything that's out of control is chaos. And, you know, we appreciate everybody's, you know, interest in moving down in to this beautiful Florida, but things must be under control or something gonna give. And just, I don't know, if everything's under control, we're headed to a better future. Orlando is really growing to a beautiful industrial international city, but still we must keep everything under control.
Would you keep people from moving here?
I really can't keep people from moving, just basically control people from moving here. You know, control where people are moving. We got the water supply we got to look at. We got the environment, you know, and, you know, something gonna give. I'm not a politician or a city councilman. I'm not into that, but, you know, as an opinion, we all can work together and come with a logical solution that will help everybody.
If you think about the area, it's your area, you were born and raised here. If you had to put it into words, how would you explain how the area is unique to you personally?
Oh, how is it unique? I don't. Right now it's hard to explain the words, but it's just the flatlands. We got everything here. We got agriculture, we got tourism, and we now even got the movies coming here. We kind of like the sister of California without the mountains. And it's just, I don't know, she's just unique. It's just, you can't explain Florida. The postcard picture people see up north and everything, 90% of that is real, you know. You know, and the other half is not. You know, every city got its good and bad, but most of Florida is positive with beautiful, tropical surroundings.
Let's talk about your work.
Oh.
You like that?
Yes.
What's it like to be a playwright, especially in Brevard County? Do you feel, is it a community here of writers and artists?
Yes, it is community. It's community writers and artists, not like up north, or we don't have the luxury of everywhere like maybe in Europe the society support art more and everything. But it's getting there, it's getting there. It's been dry, it's been kind of like living in the desert, but you know, civilization is coming, and it's better every year. It's getting better. More people are getting involved, more businesses, more community affairs, churches, and the future looks good.
Does that mean there's a market here for legitimate theater and original TV stories? Yes, there is.
It's on ground level as well. Hollywood respect that. And you can see with MGM and how Orlando is growing. But Florida always been a foothold for movies, all the way back to the 30s.
Is that right?
Yes, a lot of motion pictures was filmed here. You know, Humphrey Bogart or Key Largo, and The Black Lagoon was filmed in Silver Springs. Numbers of films, some of Tarzan movies was filmed here.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
I had no idea about that.
A lot of them.
So this is nothing new for Florida?
No, not really. It's just being acknowledged.
It's just more of it.
Yes, it's been the knowledge now. Yeah.
Well, would you think that anything that you have written or will write, would you have any hopes of having the big guys come down and maybe present it for you?
Yes, that's my goal. That's my goal.
What kind of plays are you working on right now?
We're working on right now is a video production entitled A Christmas Story that started from a poem I written. The text came from a poem called The Christmas Story, and it grew to a mini skit, grew to a stage, grew to an audio, and now grew to a video production that was filmed here on location in Cocoa, Florida, right at the Porsche House. That's downtown Cocoa Village. The Porsche House, if my memory correct, don't quote me, I think the founder of Cocoa that's built that house, and it still stands.
Well, tell me something about the play. How did you come to write it? And then, even more important, how did you bring enough people together, and where did you get the money to put it on? Because that's not cheap, and it's hard to organize something like that.
Well, going to your first question, the way when I incorporated, it was a way to promote my work, and into the 80s, what better way to promote your work everybody into visual. So I decided to make this into a mini script and produce it on a video to project my work to show everybody what I could do and where I'm going. And how I incorporate everybody to help me is everybody caught the dream. Every dream is made up of little bitty dreams, and every individual that helped me out, they was succeeding in their own dream, and we came together as one puzzle. And the Christmas Story was just a puzzle of many people's dreams that helped me out, such as 170 people was involved in helping this, and that's including something like 25 different organizations locally and nationally that helped out one way or another by raising funds or donating. And most people, the technical people that helped me out, donated their time because they caught the dream.
Well, what's your dream about?
My dream about is to see a Christmas story through the eyes of a little black girl, international and nationwide.
Well, does this child is it a night before Christmas type of thing, or is it a sugar plums and fairies? What's it about?
All the above. It's night before Christmas. It's the night before Christmas, the sugar plums, and it's just a Christmas through the eyes of a little girl. The name of the girl in the story is Angie, and the story translates to when she was 6 to when she's 26, and she's grown, and she's coming back to the house to try to catch the spirit of Christmas. The only thing that hasn't changed in her life is that little girl love for Christmas, and she goes back to the old house where she used to live to catch the magic, and that's part of the movie too.
The years will change, but the date remains the same. It's the 24th day of the 12th month. It's 10:30 and a cloudless night. A single star outshines all the others and hovers in the northern skies. A little girl lays in her bed, waiting for the magic arrival of Christmas.
Angie. Oh, honey, you're not asleep yet?
No, Mommy, not yet.
Too excited to sleep, huh?
It's Christmas Eve. What do you expect?
Oh, come here and give me a hug.
That feels good, but I'm still not sleepy.
Well, you lie back and let me tuck you in. Now, I'll strike a bargain with you.
What kind of bargain?
Well, Sugar Star, I'll read you a story.
What kind of story?
This is Christmas Eve. I'll read you a Christmas story. if you promise to try real hard to go to sleep. Do we have a deal?
We have a deal. What's the name of the story, Mommy?
The Christmas Story.
The Christmas story? 'Twas the night before Christmas and...
No. This is The Christmas Story by Augusta Williams Jr.
Augusta Williams? Who's he?
Keenan Ivory Wayans is the director, the host, and the executive producer of a new show on Fox Network called In Living Color. In an interview not too long ago, he said that it's still a problem for black actors, black directors, black producers, black entertainers to get jobs in Hollywood. Gus, is that a problem here in Brevard County, or do you know, or can you talk to that?
As my experience, when people come up to me and I introduce myself as a producer, it's kind of like a disrespect. You prove that you're a producer, you know. To a certain point of view, that is true. And that will always be true when a person have a right to believe and project what they want to. But as my grandmama would try to coach us in this delicate situation that's in our society, she said, if you ever come to a situation that you can't figure out, go to Scripture. And a part of Scripture she will quote and said that God said, whatever your mind can conceive, it will be achieved. And that's against the odds, even against a prejudice, even against society. Whatever your mind can achieve, it will succeed. I have in my mind what I want to be, and against any obstacle, any waves, I will achieve. Maybe not as quick as I want to, but eventually I'll get there.
That's easy to listen to, isn't it? We'll be right back.